Have you ever wondered how Montessori is different from traditional math? In this video, I will tell you 5 key ways they are different. 1. Hands-on. Unlike traditional, Montessori math starts hands-on. Tools are designed to help children understand concepts. When Dr. Montessori first began working with children, she discovered that the way they learn is through experience. Instead of listening to a teacher, they make sense of abstract ideas with a concrete tool. This results in Montessori children working several years ahead of a traditional school. In fact, it's not unheard of for Montessori preschoolers to be able to add, subtract, multiply and divide 4-digit numbers. All thanks to the hands-on tools. 2. No textbooks. Do you remember how much you loved your math textbook? Neither do I. Children need movement and tactile experiences to capture their attention. Dr. Montessori discovered that children learn best when they are taught math in a way that allows them to move. That's why Montessori is not taught with textbooks. Instead, short lessons are given using manipulatives. Children practice with problem sets that are written on little cards or laminated sheets to be reused. They are drawn towards the beautiful and precise tools that sit on the shelf. 3. Time. In a traditional school, everyone learns the same math lesson on the same day because the textbook says so. If you are lucky, they may work in small groups where the teacher spends a bit more time with students, but everyone is pretty much in lockstep. Montessori is 100% individualized and not dictated by the state or textbook pacing. If your child is interested in learning division at 5 years old, that is allowed. Your child does not need to move on just because it is time to take a test and move on to the next unit. Children learn through repetition and will often repeat a task over and over until they master it if allowed to. A Montessori teacher once told me of a student who was so interested in calculating volume that they spent weeks calculating the volume of every container in the classroom and eventually of the classroom itself. It's not surprising to hear that this child grew up to be an engineer. 4. Designed with children. Did you know that Dr. Montessori developed her math curriculum not in an ivory tower, but with actual children? What a concept! Unlike your typical math books that are developed with a team of experts and perhaps one token teacher, then pushed on school districts, Dr. Montessori used the scientific method to develop her curriculum and materials. When something didn't work, she threw it out. She made discoveries that rocked her understanding of what children are capable of. For example, when she designed tools for older children, but the younger children in her schools were fascinated by them, she moved them into the preschool. Now you know why a child in a Montessori preschool can learning their times tables. 5. Fun. Yes, I said it. I'm not talking about a math video game. Children learning math the Montessori way enjoy it and develop confidence in their ability. I once had a student who struggled with multi-digit addition. She created a problem for herself every day. Then she got it. Then, she began creating longer and longer problems, taping pieces of paper together. Eventually, her math equation was as long as the classroom. She took it to recess, took it home, and spent the entire day solving her equation. She returned the next day, beaming with pride, and ready to learn the next math concept.